Hello YouTube, Mike here. Today I'm going to talk about the 5 things that you need to know when you're planning to go to Disney. Now just so you know, this isn't the artwork intensive Disney content that I've been planning. This is just going to talk about all the things that you can do to be prepared when you go to Disney. Now number 1, if you're watching this vlog, you're probably a shutterbug, you love to take your pictures and all that kind of stuff. But I just want to say, when you go to Disney, you want to be in the moment. Nobody's ever going to look at the 50 fireworks pictures you took. Trust me, if you're gonna take photos or anything like that, take them of the people that you're with. These are the ones you're actually gonna go back to and see. So don't take hundreds of shots of that parade or 50 shots of this or that or the castle. That stuff's all great, but you can see millions of pictures like that online. You wanna take pictures of the people that you're with so you can remember those moments. And that's really important because trust me, I have like thousands of firework pictures and hundreds of pictures of the parade. And guess what? I never look at any of them. I look at the pictures of my family and my kids growing up and all the adventures that we did. And those are the memories that you remember. Years from now, you're not even going to remember why you took that picture of the gorilla. So tip number 2, when we first went to Disney, we used Disney transportation to go everywhere. Some resorts have monorails or boats. Soon there's going to be a gondola system, and there's even a new thing called the minivan. And we use the buses a lot as well. There are lots of ways to getting around Disney if you're staying on property. But the one thing you should definitely keep in mind is take your magic bands with you when you go on those buses. Believe me, we've taken the long bus ride to Magic Kingdom only to find out that one of our party members didn't have his magic band. So we had to ride all the way back. And while they're really convenient, it can be exceptionally time consuming. So remember your magic band when you leave the room. Now it's funny that this is a tip because one of the most memorable experiences we ever had at Disney was because my son forgot his magic band. And all the way back to the resort, we of course were ribbing him and singing songs, and it was a lot of fun. But trust me, in the moment, you want to bring your magic band. Otherwise, it's a long way to get back and then back. Tip number 3 is about dining. Now, if you're staying on Disney property, you want to consider whether the Disney dining plan is for you. Now, just so you know, the dining plan provides you with meals at the parks that you pay for beforehand. When you first look at this, it seems like an amazing deal. In fact, we used the dining plan for probably the first 8 or 9 years that we went to Disney. But here's the deal. It's a lot of food, and even though it's really good food, there comes times when you're just not that hungry. Because of the way that you have to schedule your meals, sometimes you may be eating when you're just not that hungry, but you already paid for it, so you tend to just scarf it down. The way we've worked it on our last few trips, we opted out of getting the dining plan and just got the food we wanted to eat, and we tended to save a lot of money. So you might want to make sure that you spend time considering whether the dining plan is right for you. Do the math. All the restaurants have listings where you can check out the prices of the dining and the foods that they offer. Also, you definitely want to try to book your Disney restaurants early, especially on your first trip. Find things on the Disney website that appeal to you and book them as soon as you can. The reason why you want to do this is because these things book up fast. Number 4, the Fast Pass system. When you book your Disney vacation, you want to book early because you want to set up those Fast Passes. You want to decide what parks you're probably going to want to go to on that day, and you get 3 Fast Passes that you can book on any given day. So you want to book the experiences that you really want to have at any given park. If you're going to the Magic Kingdom, you book the 3 things you really want to get on. That way you don't have to wait in line or waste any time on those 3 rides. You can just enjoy and explore the park the rest of the day. It really clears up your day to do a lot of more enjoyable things. I mean, exploring these parks is half of the fun. And if you don't have to worry about not getting on or waiting in long lines for the rides you really want to get on, it makes it a lot easier. Trust me, I know it sounds like planning all this out is not very spontaneous, but if you do this, it allows you to be spontaneous for the rest of your day while you're in the park. And it'll make it for a much more enjoyable experience. So use your Fast Passes, take advantage of it. They're a blessing, trust me. So for number 5, I've got 2 for you. The new land in Animal Kingdom is called Pandora, or Avatar Land as we like to call it, and it's pretty fantastic. But there is something that you want to take note of. If you go during the day, it's kind of, it's fine. But you want to see Pandora at night. everything glows and there's all kinds of noises and different things going on. It's just something absolutely amazing to see. So if you're gonna book a day at Animal Kingdom, you definitely want to make sure you're there when the lights go out so you can see Pandora. It's stunning. The second part of number 5, you probably want to schedule so that you can go for an evening at Disney Springs. Now what we tend to do is we'll usually leave a day at the park where we go in the morning, and so we have the evening to eat dinner and enjoy Disney Springs. There are so many things to do and see in Disney Springs, and you definitely want to experience it. All along the walk there are entertainers and bands and all kinds of things. In the bandstand they have a DJ and everybody hangs out and dances. And there's so much shopping and dining experiences there. You don't want to miss it. It's just like the opportunity to explore the theme parks, but essentially you don't have to go through any gates. It's just a wonderful experience. So here's a bonus for you. Should you stay on property or off property when you're going to Disney? Well, there are pros and cons to each side. But if you're going on a serious budget, staying off property might be the best choice for you. There are amazing resorts off property. You just want to make sure that you select something that offers some sort of bus service to downtown Disney Springs or to one of the parks. Because the beauty of Disney is, if you have a bus from your hotel going to Disney Springs, you can literally go anywhere from there. You can use Disney transportation to any of the resorts or parks right from Disney Springs for nothing. Now the perks for staying on property. Now we generally tend to stay on property, and it's not because we're rich. It's because I enjoy the experience of going on my vacation, and for the entire time that I'm there, I never have to leave the experience. And I love that about Disney. But some of the perks of staying in a Disney resort. One, you have the transportation right there on site. So you don't have to travel somewhere else to get transportation to go where you want to go. Number 2, you get the extra magic hours. Now when we first started going to Disney, we went between Christmas and New Year's. And the reason why we did this is because it was when my kids had time off from school. It's also the busiest time to go. But the beauty of Disney is that they run all kinds of extra magic hours that happen after the park closes on those nights. So if it was exceptionally busy and we really only got to ride our fast passes, during the extra magic hours, the park clears out so much that you can pretty much walk on anything that you want. So the extra magic hours can be a huge benefit to you if you want to just explore the parks during the day and wait for the extra magic hours at night. Some of the other big perks of staying on property, well, you're able to book your fast passes and your dining reservations a lot earlier, which can be a big advantage. And if you drive to Disney like we do, if you're staying on property, you put your little window sticker in there and you don't have to pay anything to enter the park's parking. So you basically get to park for free just because you're staying at a Disney resort. Trust me, this is big because the parking is not cheap. The other thing that I think is a huge advantage of staying on property is that the experience doesn't end when I leave the park. Most of the resorts have all kinds of activities for kids at night. They have outdoor movies and you can go to the little fire pit and make s'mores. The pools are amazing. Most of them have water slides. It's just so much fun. And if you're going to the pool, they have all sorts of entertainment. They have people that come out and play games with the kids. And it's almost just as much fun for adults because I get to watch and some of these kids do crazy things and it's just a lot of fun. So that's the 5 things that you need to know if you're booking a trip to Disney or you're going to Disney, plus a bonus. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you like the content, please let me know. Also, hit me up on Twitter and Instagram. I could use the followers and I'd love to interact with my fans. And when you get a chance, please subscribe to my channel. It'll help you find it later and it really helps me out. Have a great day and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello fellow YouTubers. If you like what you've seen on my channel, please subscribe here. It goes a long way towards helping new viewers find my channel. Also, if you want to watch the last video I created, you can get that right here. And please leave me a comment. I love to interact with my viewers. Let me know how I'm doing.